We're back with another episode. Did you see? I'm sorry. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Face Off with Fleming and Fowler.
Welcome.
Did you see the video of her saying that she only dated Kanye West to help Kim Kardashian?
In what way?
What a psychopath. For those of you who don't know, Julia Fox went on
We're just getting
TikTok.
right into it.
We're just going to jump on into it. And she was like, did this fucking long-winded video. She was like, I know there were so many things going on with Kanye, and like I have been friends with Kim, and she used to sell my clothing line when she had Dash, and we've just been friends I love all the Kardashian girls, and I just thought, what could I do? And she's like, I could date Kanye and like get him away from Kim and take his mind off of Kim so she could like get a break. What? Who was gonna believe that? No one was gonna believe that story, you psycho. You sound stupid.
Seriously, like, what the fuck is wrong with
Who? Okay, I know people do this, but like rationally, who sees someone acting a fool and is like, you know what I'll do to help?
I'm gonna date them.
I'll date them.
Just because.
You sound like an idiot.
For real, really.
And I don't know what you thought that was going to. And there's just so many like blind faith, love you forever Julia Fox fans now, which like out of the woodworks they come. I don't even know where they came from.
That's interesting. Well, anyway, welcome back, y'all, to another episode of the Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. I just want to give this disclaimer.
Yeah, what?
I know.
One more time. What was it?
Here's the thing, y'all.
You want to give it a what?
Disclaimer. Okay, here's the thing, y'all. I currently have, for the people that are watching the video, you can kind of see, I have my retainer in, right? For the people that are listening.
This is going to be a rough episode.
I know. I'm going to probably eventually spit on Fowler at some point in time during this episode.
But
I do apologize in advance.
That's a kink.
So I'm really juicy today because I went back to my orthodontist. I had braces a few years ago, got my braces off in 2017, the end of December 2017, and had my retainer, been wearing it consistently, right?
Obviously not.
Well, the past 3 weeks I've just been lazy. And so I was like, well,
don't you just have to pop it in your mouth?
At night. Yeah, but it's too much. If I'm already in the bed, and my sleep schedule has been off.
Why don't you keep it on your nightstand?
Because I have to clean it every night. You don't just pop that thing in your mouth. You got to clean it.
Pop that.
I mean, yeah, you got to clean that thing. So
sorry, I don't know how it works. I paid for my teeth, so
oh, bougie. Somebody's rich. Anyway,
no, they're just
deteriorating. The broke people just wear retainers. Anyway, so yeah, I went back and got a new retainer, and they were like, yeah, your teeth have significantly shifted. So I'm gonna sound really weird today, and probably for the next episode as well too, because now I have to wear this retainer for the next 4 to 6 weeks, 24/7.
So the next couple episodes, we have to deal with your voice sounding like that.
Yes.
And I appreciate you sticking with us.
I do apologize. So if y'all see me playing with my retainer, for those that are watching the video, I do apologize.
Get your hands out of your mouth.
Well, because there's a part that she didn't file down, so it's like cutting my lip. So yeah.
Teeth stuff is the worst stuff.
Is.
Coming from I'm a teeth bitch. I'm a tooth bitch. Like I have gone to the dentist. I'm a tooth bitch. Okay. I have been in my dentist office consistently since I was like 5 years old. I can't escape them. I'm there all the time.
Since you were 5?
Literally, I've had teeth issues.
One
just one. I've had teeth issues my entire life. Yeah. I have a filling probably in every single tooth and in between every single tooth.
Do you just eat that much candy?
No, I have weak enamel and sugary saliva. Isn't that some shit? Yeah. So my mouth is just like waging war inside of itself.
Does your mom have the same issue?
She doesn't, but my Nana does, and one of my cousins do. It's hereditary.
Yeah.
But I have just and when I was little, I did a lot of albuterol treatments and inhalers, that was before they told you like maybe wash your mouth out afterwards. Yeah. So that shit was just sitting on it, and my mom says I fell. I'm going to say I was pushed down the stairs when I was little. One of my teeth like shoved on top of the other one, stained.
Oh, no.
I have some mouth shit.
Ow. That sucks.
So I'm not new to this. I'm true to this with the dentist.
Yeah.
That kind of, and that pain is like.
It's unlike anything you've ever.
Like a mouth pain.
Like that, it just feels like your teeth are going to fall out. And you know they're not, but it's just. Like shoving in your retainer after you haven't worn it is a different type of brutal pain. Like it just is. And I sound like I have something in my mouth. Like I have dip in my mouth, but I don't.
I used to have a dental hygienist who had sausage fingers. And exactly what you think in your head when I say sausage fingers is what she had.
Yeah.
Like Shrek fingers.
Really?
And she would try to put those, to take the images, no, ma'am.
I bit my orthodontist once.
Good.
But on accident, no, she was a very good, shout out to Dr. Jackson at South Texas Orthodontics here in San Antonio, Texas. She's an amazing orthodontist. The problem is that like your mouth is not supposed to hold stuff in it like that other than your tongue, right? And so pause. And then so what happened was one day she was like examining me And so she had her hand in my mouth, but she was pressing on a certain area. And then all of a sudden, I didn't realize I was doing it. And all of a sudden, she's like, Monica, you're biting me. Let go of my finger. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It just tasted so good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize I was doing it, but your first instinct is just to bite down. Yeah. So I've bit my orthodontist before.
Kinky.
I did apologize. No, ew. No, but it was really weird. So if I sound really
She's
weird,
a lover, not a biter.
I'm very juicy today, so at some point I'm probably going to spit on
Why do you keep saying that? What does that mean,
because
juicy?
when something's in your
like
mouth,
babas? Like
yes, because even like when you first get braces, like your mouth salivates a whole lot because it's not used to having anything in your mouth. Like you're not supposed
it's just
to.
stimulated.
Yeah, so it's a response for your salivary glands. Like something that's in it, it automatically thinks it's food, so that's why your mouth just continues to
Okay,
salivate.
when you yawn, do you spit?
What do you mean?
Like when I yawn, when I do a big yawn, like
almost like a squirt with your mouth? Yes, I do that. Yes, I do. See? It's already come out the side of my... I've been drooling like all week, y'all. This is so disgusting. I'm sorry.
Like a squirt with your mouth.
Yeah, it's a squirt with your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you can do that underneath your tongue, too. Like, if you put your tongue a certain way, you can squirt out of your mouth.
It's the worst. Because I remember, like, always in school, like, the book in front of you, me yawning, and then your fucking book's covered in spit. It's disgusting.
I spit all the time. My mouth is just very juicy. Pause. Anyway, how was your week this past week, man?
My week was good. We're coming off of Thanksgiving week, and my Thanksgiving weekend was fine.
Yeah.
Except... No, let's start with the positive.
Okay,
I got to see my family. I got my Botox redone.
Okay. Where did you get Botox? Do you want to tell people or no?
Yeah, I let my uncle do it because he's the only one I trust touching my face.
Where do you get Botox at?
His house.
No, on your face. Like where?
My forehead, and I had him do my eyebrows so it lifts it a little. But I realized, so like we're a very chill medical family. I think like they are always doing not like big procedures, but just like any shots that we need, any like random shit like that, they'll just do at the house. But we had visitors for Thanksgiving this year. Like one of my cousins works in Dallas. He brought a guy down who lived in Jersey, so he didn't want to go home. One of my other cousins is in school in Austin, and so her friend is from the UK. She couldn't fly home, and like she doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, so why would she? Yeah. So they came to ours, and I'm like sitting there at the dinner table. We weren't eating dinner, but I was at the dinner table, and he's like injecting my face, and they're like, "What the fuck?" I was like, I don't know. This is just what we do for Thanksgiving. I don't know.
That white shit.
That is some white shit. That was good. I got to see them. But I fucking got pulled over on the way up there.
Are you serious?
I was in my mom's car. I took my mom's car up there.
How fast were you driving?
I was going
Listen here, hotline bling.
The official record would say, but I am not admitting to and or claiming would say that I was
alleged to have gone.
Allegedly, I was going 90 and a 75. But in my defense, the wind was very strong. So I think the wind was working with me.
I agree.
So I'm going to say I was going 85.
Okay.
86 and a half.
And the cop clocked you
at 90. The cop clocked me at 90.
Okay. Did you get a ticket or did they give you a warning?
I sure did. He said, ma'am, I'm going to have... And I did my best. So like, I... I'm not necessarily afraid of cops, but when you're in the middle of nowhere, Texas,
absolutely,
it could be a little.
Were you like near a sundown town?
I was in the middle of nowhere, Texas, and rolled down on my windows, and he comes up and he's like, "Ma'am, ma'am, yeah." Ma'am. I was like, "Ugh," gives me the whole spiel, gives me probably like a 10-minute lecture about deer. He's like, "Did you know it was deer season?" I said,
I love your accent.
I said, I guess, sir. I don't know. I'm just like, he's like, where are you headed? I told him where he's headed. He's like, ma'am, I'm just letting you know that we have had a lot of accidents out here. And they're all involving the deer because they will dart out in front of your car. 10 minutes. And I'm like, I get it. The fucking deer. I fucking get it.
Just give
like, we can wrap it up. Give me the ticket. And you know what? Let me tell you how God works, because then my ass like takes off. I'm falling behind these cars. In any other situation, I would have fucking passed these motherfuckers because they were going slow. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? You just got a speeding ticket.
Relax.
Calm down. Like you're not in that big of a rush. It's fine. I was like, give this guy some space. Like get off his ass. So I back up. But when I tell you that a fucking deer in the middle of the day darts out in front of this truck that's in front of me, and he just kicks on the brakes. So then I kick on the brakes, and if I had kept riding his ass like I was, I would have fucking smacked right into him. Yeah. So it was a good thing you told me about the deer.
See, angels watching OP.
That's what I'm
Thank
saying.
you, Jesus.
But the
Hallelujah.
thing is, I called my mom because we've had issues in the past where I don't tell her when I get speeding tickets and she gets a little upset. And I was in her car. And so I was like, oh, yeah, I got a speeding ticket. And she was like, were they okay to you? And I was just, my heart, I just fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Horrible feeling.
Getting pulled over sucks.
Getting pulled over sucks. Getting pulled over while being black in Central Texas.
See, now you know what it feels like.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Have you ever been pulled over with that concept before?
No, yeah, but no. So this is my first time being pulled over post Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Different situation.
Oh, very, very different.
Because also I'm from San Antonio where all the cops are, majority of the cops are brown.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah,
so then when you go, it's weird. It's a different...
When you go outside the city, you're just
outside the city, exactly. Oh, shit's getting real.
Absolutely.
So, but no one should have to feel like that.
Welcome to being black.
I know, it sucks. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Love it, hate it.
You can be minding your own business and you can literally see a cop come out of a ditch somewhere and you haven't done anything wrong and your ass will still clench who's he following? Who's he following?
Yeah, everything changes because and the thing was I see him wearing this body cam, right? So I'm like, and he was very very sweet man.
Yeah.
But you're just like, what are the odds? It just could go anywhere at any time. I can do everything and whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
We have friends even recently. My friend called me and told me hey, so-and-so, who is the nicest person? I could not tell you a better person. Pulled over, pulled out of the car, put in handcuffs. It took another cop just happening to stop because they saw a cop pulling someone out of the car.
Yeah.
Getting out and being like, hey, what's going on? Hey, we need to calm the situation down because it was just getting crazy.
Yeah. See, I mean, I've only been pulled over once in San Antonio. Once in San Antonio, and I was speeding. And he gave me a warning because I was actually on my way to a CEU course at our previous job at a hospital. Anyway, and
saving lives.
The thing is, when you have a gun license, it automatically comes up.
Oh, in this state, they treat you much better.
Well, no, if you don't provide your gun license, it automatically makes them have a red flag up. So.
Oh, no, I'm saying when you give them that license in this state, they're automatically like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, they do. So when I got pulled over, I gave the police officer both my driver's license and my open carry license. So he was like, oh, okay, do you have your weapon on you? I was like, no, sir, I'm black. I can't do that. And so he was like, okay, weird.
He's like,
and
good joke.
Exactly. So he just walked away and he was like, ma'am, did you know you were speeding? I was like, yes, I do, officer. Sure do. Absolutely.
Why lie?
He was like, you know how fast you were going? I was like, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get to a class. I'm a physical therapist. And so he was just like, all right, just slow down. It was a speed trap. He had 5 other cars pulled over. So I think he was just tired because it was raining too. I was like, yes, it's raining. So, but yeah, needless to say, I was late to my class. But he let me go with the warning, thankfully.
That's good. So yeah, the week was good. This week, patient-wise, was insane. And
really?
I can save that story for the Rehab Corner if we want to. But
okay, let's do that.
The Lord's been trying me. He has. I wouldn't say it's my toughest battle.
What did you ask for?
A husband.
Okay. Well, I'm saying, did you ask God, bless me with patience? Because He's not going to give you patience. He's going to put you in scenarios.
One thing I've never asked for is patience.
I prayed for that by mistake one time. I really did.
I don't have it.
Absolutely did.
I just it's like $1 million. I could pray for it. I don't think it's going to fucking happen.
You know what's so weird? I was singing this song. This song kept just ringing in my spirit. You know how the old black folks say, ringing in my soul. Hallelujah. Anyway, and it was this song called, if you can use anything, Lord, you can use me. Use my hands, Lord, and my feet. Touch my heart. Speak through me. If you can use anything, Lord, use me. Why would I set myself up for failure? Why would I tell the Lord Jesus, use me? What? Can I get a return?
He's got other people.
No.
Surely you've got a couple other soldiers.
And then I have the audacity to tell the holies of holies, take my hands, Lord, and my feet. God, I need these. What are you talking about?
You already said it. You can't take it back.
Y'all better be careful with the songs that y'all sing to the Lord. Because I'm telling you, when you ask God for stuff, He going to give it to you real quick. And it ain't going to be the way you think it's going to be. I was just like, what? Use my hands, Lord, and my feet? Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not going to do it.
I take it back immediately.
Listen, anytime I'm listening to gospel music, I'm very choosy with my words.
As you should be. It's like a contract.
Yeah, I'm just like, if you can use anything, Lord, use a rock. I'm not volunteering. And the whole time I'm sitting here like, who done signed me up to be a soldier in the army of the Lord? Me?
Yeah.
I done sabotaged myself.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It's ridiculous. Anyway.
Hallelujah.
Anyway, but yeah.
How was your week?
My week was actually really good. I had 5 days off, y'all, in a row.
I'm sorry. No. What? You can't skip through that because I have now worked 7 days in a row. 14. I'm being dramatic.
I was like 14.
I know. I worked 609 days in a row. I mean, how did you have 5 days off?
Well, because I'm off for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Saturday,
America's
Sunday.
holiday, yeah, Black Friday,
and then Monday. I took off Monday.
God,
I took off Monday just to do nothing, and I was still eating my Thanksgiving leftovers. Plies, anyway. But yeah, it was great. But then when I got back to work was insane. Like myself, my coworkers, even my manager was like, "Yo, we about to quit. Like this is ridiculous. Like our system just kept freezing. We just kept having like technical difficulties this week, and just horrible. Anyway." But it was good. At least I wasn't by myself that was going through crazy stuff at work. I mean, it was stuff beyond our control though. So, but yeah, other than that, it was really good.
This week at work, I don't know if I've said this yet, but I'm now on a travel contract here in town.
Alyssa left the hospital that I used to work at.
I left the hospital full time. So I'm in a travel contract, which means you're the traveler. So like you're just there and you're gone. Tumbleweed. No one really gives a fuck about you. Come and see your patients and get out. These people are all so nice, and it's a weird situation, but this girl was like, "Do you think you're a good judge of character?" Or no, that's not what she said. She goes, "Do you feel like you get a good read on people?" Okay. And I said, "Like patience?" Because yes, I know exactly. I know your cards before you fucking play them. I know if you're gonna work with me, and I know if you're not. She goes, "No, I mean like people, like anyone." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." And she was like, would you mind sitting in on an interview?
Oh, wow.
Should have been my first flag.
Yeah. They actually knew, girl.
Why are you asking the traveler to sit on an interview? I was like, y'all must be
really desperate.
Really desperate. So I'm like, obviously, of course I'd sit on this interview.
I live for these moments.
I am such a judgmental person in an interview setting.
You? No.
Me? Judgmental? That's weird.
Way.
Because I'm like, listen, I'm also a gaslighter. Some would call me a pathological liar.
God damn.
What I'm going to do is sell myself. I'm going to sell a story, but I'm going to sell myself. So if you're coming into an interview and I'm like, oh, you really seem like you're telling the truth, but not in a good way. You know? Yeah. Like, bring your A game. Come on. Give me something to get. You got to sparkle.
People are tired.
Do you want the job or not?
No, you have an opening. I'm qualified. That's it. I'm not going to put on a pony show and do.
They asked this girl what led you to seek employment here, and she said, honestly? And I said, oh, girl.
It's about to go downhill.
No, not honestly. It's an interview. I don't want you to be honest. I want you to give me it's like a first date.
No, not after a pandemic. People are tired.
I know, but I was like, I don't think I should be in an interview setting anymore, because I was just like,
Interviews are fun, though.
I love interviews. Yeah, because to me, it's like this podcast. Like, it's you and me, and you have to listen to me because you want to hear what I'm going to say.
It's the Alyssa show.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Except for when you have to follow a script. Those are boring.
But yeah. I wanted to be like, which one of us is the most attractive?
I cannot with you.
It wasn't appropriate, so I didn't ask.
Please don't. Well, speaking of you getting pulled over, did you hear that there was this, I can't remember what state it was. It doesn't matter. They're trying out this new technology where people who flee the cops from getting pulled over, right? They have these little darts that will shoot out of the police officer's car and tag onto the back of your car as like a GPS.
That's some Batman shit.
Yeah, but it's basically to prevent deaths or, vehicular related deaths when it comes to
vehicular manslaughter.
I'm trying to say too many difficult words with this retainer in my mouth.
Yeah, why don't you simple it?
I know. So they're trying to calm down the deaths when it comes to
what are you saying? They're trying to reduce the amount of high speed chases deaths during high speed chases. And I think that's a good idea, so that way you don't have to chase them, you just go find them.
That should be illegal, because you can't GPS track me and then come find me. You're gonna have to just chase me.
I mean,
OJ drove so that we can get away.
Yo, the low speed chase that was OJ Simpson
and the Bronco. I want a Bronco now.
Okay, because the Broncos are pretty tight now. They're kind of cute. Segue. And the old cute. Broncos have always been cute, but the new ones, at first I was like, but now I'm like, you're kind of cute. Yeah. Okay, but I've seen some wild high speed chase videos where people are just reckless as shit, and then you end up crashing into all these poor people just driving on the road.
Yeah, and then they end up getting out of that car, ditching that and going and stealing somebody else's car. Kids are in the back and all kind of crazy things. I mean, I think it's a good technology, but I think there would have to be some other legalities about it, like justification to actually use that type of software.
But also in my head, if you're a good enough driver and you get far enough away, there should be a range to where, like, if you make it out, you won. Like, you did it. Yeah. Like, if you're a Fast and the Furious type. Yeah, probably. But I'm like, damn, if you're trying your hardest and you're doing it.
Well, in my truck, I can't get away from the police because I have an 8-passenger truck, so it's too big. I'm a flip over, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
In my previous car, yes, I could absolutely do it.
I would never outrun the cops.
In your car, you could.
My anxiety's too bad.
Not in your car. I've been in a car with you driving.
Have I told you? I've told you that I asked my mom if she'd help me hide a body, bury a body.
If she would do it?
Yeah.
She said no, right?
She 100% said no.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to jail for you. I can tell you who is going to jail. I am sick about these people going to jail. Okay? Probably the only white people that I'm sad about going to jail.
Tell me. Isn't the fucking Chrisley?
Todd and Julie Chrisley. Oh.
Lord. Why? First of all.
Oh.
Weird.
Oh.
What?
Soundboard wasn't working.
And listen. I am the first person to be like, do who you want, be who you want. You are who you are. When is he coming out? What do you mean?
Oh, as gay?
As gay.
I don't know.
There's,
never.
I would bet my bottom dollar that man is gay.
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I used to think he was gay at one point, but then as I continued to watch the show, I really just think he's just a sassy guy. He's just like his mom.
His wife is the first person who made me think that I could be a beard for someone professionally and legally.
I just think he's the male version of Nanny Faye. So I don't think he's gay.
I 100% saw him and his wife together, and I was like, oh, like, some people do just marry men who happen to like other men, but you love that lifestyle, and that's the way you're going to live.
It doesn't look like they have sex, but...
It doesn't look like
I definitely do think they're a real couple. I don't know. I don't think that they're...
It's like if that, to me, is giving Will and Grace. Like, it's like if Will and Grace got married. That's that relationship
Yes,
to me.
I can see that. I can see that. But he's just a male version of Nanny Faye. He's sassy like his mama.
Mm-mm.
Well, anyway, they're going to prison, y'all. Oh, God.
But all that to say, he was
found guilty on
tax evasion and bank fraud.
Which
sound really bad.
I mean,
not a lawyer, but I wouldn't want to go to jail because of that.
The banks purposefully rearrange your what's the thing called? They rearrange your transactions to make you overdraft and whatnot and bullshit.
Is that what's been happening to me?
Yes, they do that.
Those bastards.
And it's been proven. This is not alleged, but I'm gonna say allegedly for the protection of the podcast. Anyway, so I'm like, hey, they've been scamming us the whole time. It's time somebody scams them back. Why not the Chrisleys? So Todd got sentenced to 12 years in federal prison. Mm-hmm. Julie got sentenced to 7. Do you think they're going to serve anything?
No. Well, not that much for sure.
I hope they don't send him to prison. Like, Teresa and her husband her husband I think got
Here's my
2
thing
years.
about money crimes. Like, I understand that there has to be some kind of punishment for money crimes. And if you're doing, like, the Big Short kind of money crimes where you're fucking over millions of Americans in a messed up way, like, yes, let's send you to prison.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you just found out ways to defraud the system that was defrauding you... should you really be going to prison?
No.
I don't know if that's a hard time situation.
Well, apparently they allegedly, in 2019, excuse me, the prosecutors made a case that they had been using allegedly fake financial documents to obtain millions of dollars worth of loans from the bank. I think every person who has student loans do that.
So I'm not saying anything about anything, but I don't think I deserve the money I got in loans.
First of all, you should never give 19-year-olds thousands of dollars.
Absolutely not.
You should
so
not
they're only in trouble because they provided fake information to get money, but it's not like they weren't paying the money back.
Yeah, they were paying the money back.
What?
I think that's a success.
I think that, yeah. Sorry, y'all don't know how to fact check. You just want to give your money out and charge interest to get money back.
Well, the problem is the IRS and all these other financial entities will allow you to fuck up shit for years.
Seems like a systemic issue and not on me.
Free Todd Chrisley and
Julie.
Must
have so much money. I never knew why he was famous. I just watched the show.
He's a realtor. And I think just because of his personality, being a realtor, like how can you not like him?
He's funny.
I love him and his whole family.
The blackest, whitest trash family I've ever seen.
Seriously. They're the
Are they in Georgia?
No, they're in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
They are the richest white trash family.
Yeah.
And I love to see it. And I love that money hasn't changed them to a degree. But, and so Savannah, she took custody of the youngest son. And what's his name again? Grayson.
Tyler's brother.
And their granddaughter. So she has custody of them now.
Which, like, of course, there's a fucking little mixed girl in the mix.
I hope they don't go to prison. Please, y'all, don't send them to prison. They're nice.
Of all the people.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway. You know what? They sent Teresa and Joe to prison.
They did, but Teresa was only there for a year. Do you think you could handle a year in federal prison?
Hell no. I couldn't handle 45 minutes in a federal prison. Do you see me?
Federal's not as bad, allegedly, as, like, state prison. State prison is where you get a girlfriend.
Where I'm definitely not going to go is state prison. I could do,
get a girlfriend in there real quick.
You know what? I may be able to do federal prison just because, but also I'm a talker. I talk too much.
You'll be like, shut the fuck up. Let me just send this over.
I don't know. They wouldn't give me all my meds. Do you know what I mean?
They would have to.
Do they have to?
They do.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, they have to because it's on my doctor's already. Ooh, so maybe I would be okay.
Okay, no.
I think I'd be okay. It's free healthcare.
No.
I don't have insurance right now. That'd be perfect.
Well, I'll tell you what else is not free. Neighbors. So I was talking to Fowler today, and I was telling her about the fact that my mail carrier is actually a resident in my neighborhood.
Yo,
right?
Unhinged.
This man is so rude.
There is something in the stars coming out. I read an article, or not an article. Let's not call it that. We'll call it a TikTok video.
Right?
I watched. Let's not pretend it was anything else. But it was a TikTok, and it was like, there's some shit going on, and like, if you are a Gemini or a Sagittarius, just have grace with them right now. It's gonna be a hard time.
Yeah,
those are two of my big three.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be a time for me.
USPS workers, Amazon, FedEx, DHL, UPS, everybody that delivers, mail services, whatever. We feel for you, okay? But here's the thing. This man sent a very nice, nasty message in our Facebook group. First of all, this man took a picture, and I won't show it just for privacy purposes because I don't want y'all to know where I live. Anyway, like, you know how you have like the aerial view of your house and all the lots and stuff? This man literally put like a picture and little numbers and little dots. He dropped pins of where everybody's house is that still has mail in their box.
Which...
So this man, he starts off the conversation, or his messages. He says, not even hello, neighbors. He literally says, empty out your mailboxes today. Okay? Expecting packages, they show delivered. Go get them today. 10 plus days to retrieve mail is no excuse. Procrastinators, we will not work well together. This time of the year, the return mail is all due to being unclaimed. Let's not go down that road. Your neighbors also need those parcel lockers. On a positive note, I am catching up on mail on keys on my side of the community. Sir, why?
Can I see what he looks like? Can you show me his picture?
He's a typical like white Texan guy.
Typical. Love that.
I mean, I'm not gonna show you all this because
just show. You don't need to show them anything.
No. Let's see.
Yeah,
very Trump supporter-ish. He looks like a Trump supporter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like a Proud Boy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So then some other lady asks a question in the group or in the message, and she's like, "Oh, well, something about where what area does he have or something like that." And so there's just the gist of it. He was talking about 95% of the 864 residents are usually like really good.
So you have to deliver mail to 864 houses a day?
No, not the houses. Cause that's why we have the parcel lockers, like where you have to put your key in, because we don't. I mean, a lot of the newer communities.
So all the mailboxes are in the same spot.
Yeah. Where's your mailbox? You have a mailbox right in front of your house?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're in an older neighborhood. That's why.
Yeah, like there's groups of them, like 4, then 4, then 4. Like every 2 houses, there's a group of 4 mailboxes.
So we have like a community one where it's like 20 of them.
So he just pulls up to that spot.
Yes.
So what the fuck is the issue?
I guess because the things are all full. I will tell you this. I'm a habitual not checker of my mail.
I mean, same. I don't, and that shit's across the street. So
email it to me. If it's a bill, email it to me. That's the way that's the only way I'm going to get it. So
the other day, and if this tells you anything about me, I never check my mail. But today someone was like, "Oh, did you get the invitation to so-and-so's wedding?" And I was like, "No. What the fuck? I didn't get it." And they were like, "Well, it's probably in your mail." And I was like, "Oh, didn't check it."
You got to email me that stuff.
Yeah. Or text. Just send me a text.
Yeah, for real.
To check the mail.
Just tell me to check something. I'll tell you what else is checking. Keke Palmer.
Oh, boy, you're looking like you like what you see. Won't you come over and check up on it? I'm going to let you work up on it, baby. Let him check up on it. Watch him while he check up on it. Sip about the check. It's up a check on me tonight.
Keke Palmer's pregnant, y'all.
I love that woman. And I love her little Beyonce Love on Top belly pop moment she did on SNL.
I absolutely love it. Akilah is having a baby.
Akilah and the Bee. Was she
having a little baby bee?
She was not the other Bee movie.
What?
Was she also in
Secret Life of Bees?
Mm-hmm.
No, that was Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning.
And Jennifer Hudson.
Thank you.
And
she was Akilah and the Bee, and around the same time was Secret Life of Bees.
They came out a couple years later.
And she was in Nope.
Yeah, she was.
But she was True Jackson VP.
VP, absolutely.
Amen.
She was also on Beauty Shop.
Oh.
As Queen Latifah's niece, and then she was also in. What was the one with Dolly Parton and Queen Latifah? They played a Joyful Noise. That was a movie.
Joyful Noise. Yeah. I haven't thought about that in forever.
When Queen Latifah slapped the shit out of her, I was like, she got slapped. But she played Queen Latifah's daughter.
Star. She's great in Star.
Oh yeah. She was a great villain in Star. The way she used to read them feel hilarious. Anyway, but yeah, she came out. She's pregnant. Everybody had been talking about rumors online anyway about the fact that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love a pregnancy rumor. Have you seen the pictures of, speaking of pregnancy, Rihanna and ASAP postpartum?
No.
They're so freaking cute together. She's just like, she's got her mommy weight still, and they're all booed up and shit. She's still wearing her skimpy outfits. It's so cute.
Rihanna's just beautiful.
She is.
She's just really beautiful.
I love all these babies coming out.
I just think, like, the consumers or the supporters and the fans, like, even if somebody hasn't released that they're pregnant yet, they're doing it for a reason. It's not because they want this big, crazy reveal. Some people are just trying to get through their first trimester. And the fact that people release their information, or people around them, or whatever the case may be, or even if you see them wearing different clothes, like, just give people privacy when they find out that they're pregnant. Like, let them have the first trimester to make sure the baby is viable, to make sure the baby survives. Mm-hmm. You don't know what people have, what kind of fertility history people have. You know what I mean?
Pregnancy is also such a huge thing, like a life-changing thing, especially a first baby.
Yeah.
But it's also such a normal thing. People do it all the time. It's normal. It's not significant to anyone, especially being a celebrity.
Yeah.
So it's probably so weird to go through this thing that is so life-changing, but also so, like, normal.
Yeah.
People do it all the time. But when yours is not, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I think, too, for her specifically, so many people have watched her grow from this little kid. It's the same thing as, like, Kyla Pratt. Like, you look at Kyla Pratt and you're like, oh, my gosh, she's a mom with 2 kids. That's insane.
Kyla Pratt has 2 kids?
I think. I know for sure she has one. A daughter.
Penny.
She might have 2.
She should have named her Penny.
Yeah, should. But I mean, it was the same thing.
I'm pretty proud. I'm cute and I'm loud. And
it's like when she's pregnant, you're like, oh my God, from Love and Basketball, Monica from Love and Basketball. There's no way. But yeah, I mean, congratulations, Kiki. I hope you have a healthy pregnancy and delivery.
Yeah, I hope you don't have that shitty thing where you throw up every day and you just feel sick and it can't get better.
That'd be horrible.
That'd be gross.
That'd be horrible.
Bitch. I'm glad she kept the baby.
Remember that runaway?
Well, okay, no. Let's talk about that. Because when the fuck did Runaway... I remember watching that on VH1 in the morning, getting ready for school, in like middle school. And I was like, this is not good.
So I just showed her a meme of somebody put on Twitter or whatever, a little picture. I'll put the little picture right here.
Little Lisa's only 9 years old.
About Keke Palmer when she was in what was it, Mary J. Blige's and
Ludacris.
But it was Ludacris and Mary J. Blige though. And Keke Palmer was in the movie. I mean, in the video, crying because she was pregnant. She found out she was pregnant. Somebody put her, then and now talking about. I'm glad she kept
2006. I was in 6th grade.
That is pregnant for a long time.
That is the saddest song.
Wait. You were in the 6th grade in 2006? Shit.
What were you doing in 2006? You were 16?
No, I was in college already.
What?
I graduated high school in 2002.
You were in college? We were listening to the same music?
I was a junior in
It probably
college.
hit very different for us.
Yeah.
Because I was in 6th grade and I was I just remember thinking like, I can't have a baby right now. That's crazy.
Child.
Like I need to set a scene for you. Like I would fall asleep watching Degrassi at night, right? Because it came on late at night and your parents couldn't know you were watching it. And then I would wake up and listen to Runaway Love. And I was like, I'm going to be pregnant in 2 years and be on my own. And my mom's going to hate me. And how am I going to finish high school?
Oh my God, I cannot. Dramatic.
I was very stressed in 2006.
Dramatic. Oh my God. I'll tell you what else is stressing me out though. The Georgia election and the runoff between Senator Raphael Warnock and dumbass Herschel Walker.
The vampire himself.
Oh, okay, y'all. Here's the thing, Georgia. Y'all fucked up on Stacey Abrams, okay?
You really did.
You really fucked her over, and she deserved to knock each and every last one of y'all heads off. However, I need y'all to redeem yourselves because Georgia, y'all are now the new Florida. You really are. Y'all are fucking up elections, and things are left up to y'all. So December 6th is D-Day, or is it 5th? I think it's the 6th.
5th or 6th of December.
Oh, yeah, because early voting is over. But yeah, December 6th, y'all, we need y'all to get out and vote specifically for Raphael Warnock, okay? Georgia, please don't fuck this up. Y'all already fucked up the governor race. Don't fuck this up. Please. Jesus, Lord.
Police.
Then Herschel talking about, yeah, they call me a coon, but I want to let y'all know, I'm from the South. So, a coon is the smartest animal in the world. Sir, that's not what that means.
You're just talking now.
Oh my God! Like I swear, him and Kanye need to just run for president.
You know why he's talking, and these white people are like, bah ha ha.
They're just voting Republican because they're so used to voting Republican, and they're not going to vote any other way because they're used to voting Republican. It's not because it's you. They don't like you specifically. They're just Republican. They're going to always vote Republican. So, anyway, please go out and vote. I'll tell you what the results of voting. I guess not really. Anyway.
Okay.
I was gonna say, there was a first. The United States now has the very first Black American that is now the Speaker of the House as Nancy Pelosi stepped down, and his name, and he's over the Democrats. He's the now the leader of the Democrats. His name is Representative Hakeem Jeffries. He was elected to be the first the first Black American to head the majority political party in Congress.
Very nice. Yeah, we wouldn't have voted for him if he wasn't handsome.
Yeah, no, we have enough ugly people in Congress.
Yeah, we need what if it was just fine Black people?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Joe Biden, I have to say, Joe Biden as a young man.
Yeah, 40 years ago.
Still, he was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Cute white man. That's all I'm saying.
I'll give you that.
Mitch McConnell, disgustingly ugly.
Has been, will be.
Ever since he came out of his mama's coochie. Horrible.
Also, that name, it's not doing you any favors. Mitch McConnell. Mitch sounds like a date rapist.
Allegedly.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. What were you telling me about Jerry Jones?
Okay. I don't know if y'all saw the news, but this photo resurfaced of Jerry Jones at what we'll call a soft clan meeting. Back in fucking... 1932. I don't know what y'all were doing.
I don't know if it was really 1932, but...
I don't know what y'all were doing in 1932, but Jerry Jones...
As opposed to a hard one.
Yeah, there were no hoods or capes, but...
No crosses burning, okay.
Let me find the actual time. 1957. Mm-hmm. Okay. This photo resurfaces of Jerry Jones at this, segregationist... black and white.
Mm-hmm. Trying to not let Black students in. Basically.
Saying, God forbid. Also, wasn't it Little Rock, Arkansas? Mm-hmm. I've been to that school. I had to go I told you about my civil rights trip.
Yeah.
So we had to go to the campus in Little Rock. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Arkansas, beautiful. I'd never fucking live there, but beautiful.
No, definitely not.
It just smells like racism. And so there's this picture, which I want to know who found this picture and was like, that's fucking Jerry Jones.
Kanye
because
West.
Obviously it doesn't look like Jerry Jones. No. He's ancient now.
His grandchild probably found it.
Maybe. So of course, Twitter goes wild. The internet goes wild because they're like, fuck this racist motherfucker, which I won't say I'm split on, but it's kind of like how you can do something stupid when you're 14, and then when you're 75, if someone brought it up, I'd be like, wait, what the fuck? On the other hand, you haven't done a lot in your life to make it seem like you weren't this person.
Right. Very true.
On account of you profit off of Black people and everyone higher up in your organization is white.
And you also tried to allegedly find your players when they were trying to take a knee.
For civil rights.
Exactly.
But...
Well, here's the thing that I think is really weird with this. Not necessarily weird, but very interesting. I think the reason why a lot of specifically white older boomers do not want critical race theory taught in schools is because their old pictures of them being segregationists will now come out. And they don't, first of all, they built their business. They have financial freedom and all this other kind of stuff, right? They built this legacy. And in one day, it can be brought down. So that's why they say shit like, well, we don't want our kids knowing that we were racist. That's literally what it is. Because who would think to even look at and try to find 14-year-old Jerry Jones?
I know.
Who's looking for Jerry Jones at this point? Is it because you're not winning Super Bowls? I mean, I don't know.
Can you imagine if this was just some ploy from like the PR department that was like, we have to find something on him, and then someone happened upon a picture and they're like, oh, he's actually a racist.
Bring Emmitt Smith back to get us another ring.
I know, because did you see Stephen A. Smith talking about it?
No, I can't stand him.
Okay, well, good.
His hairline is way back here and he screams way too much.
He was basically like, this picture is from a completely different time, which is understandable. 1957 was a completely different time. Like, I can't even explain to you because I can't even like imagine not having the internet, but a completely different time.
Can I play devil's advocate real quick?
Always.
Okay. So Carolyn Bryant, who was the reason why Emmett Till was brutally murdered.
Right.
Different time, right? Does she still not deserve to be brought to justice for the crime that she committed of lying, which resulted in his death? Also, I'm going to give you a second scenario.
Well, you didn't let me just the first.
Well, no, I'm going to do the. I'm going to do two.
Piggybacking.
Yes.
She doesn't want me to win.
The second one is kind of controversial, so that's why I want you to do both. Bill Cosby.
Heard about him?
Okay. He was alleged, found guilty of, convicted, and served time for allegedly, I'm just saying that for the protection of the podcast, drugging and raping women, right? Sexually assaulting. It was a different time. It was in the 70s. Everybody was doing drugs. So does he now not have to face the consequences of what he did?
So here's my only argument to that.
Okay.
In this context.
Yeah. Those
people actively did things to other people that resulted in very negative things to those other people. Mm-hmm. This man is standing in a group of people in a picture.
We don't know the backstory.
We don't know the. He could have thrown a rock. He could have just been like, his friend was like, "We're going to Arkansas." He's like, "Bet."
What the fuck am I doing here?
He could have been like, "Hey, motherfucker, we're getting in the car because fuck those black people."
Yeah.
We don't know. So that's my only thing.
Right.
Is like in those situations there are concrete actions they did to these other. This is not a Jerry Jones fucking stand cast. Like,
hell no, fuck no. You don't even like the Cowboys. Do you even like the Cowboys?
Not really. I don't fucking care about professional
Nah.
football, and I don't think he like. I just. People who are pro-black, people who are just pro-people, you uplift people. Like, there should be more people of color in your organization, especially considering the amount of black people who play football, right? So I don't think he's innocent. And I love how the internet's just going ham.
I do too.
But I'm like, it must fucking suck for this picture that came out in the 50s. Poodle skirts. Poodle skirts is what people were wearing in the fucking 50s.
I'm just saying.
To come back. It just, I mean, hey,
I
and
like
that's on karma, because you know what? Everyone needs to have consequences for their actions. Yeah. If I went to a fucking, I don't even know what's super controversial now.
Astroworld. I don't know.
Yeah. If I went to Astroworld and then 10 years Travis Scott does some crazy out of pocket shit, and there's a photo of me at Astroworld, I'd be like, well, shit, yeah, I guess I was there. Or
if you were now representing PETA and we saw you with a chinchilla coat
exactly.
On. This chinchilla coat.
This fucking...
Fleece chinchilla.
This beautiful Old Navy piece.
Yeah, no. I mean, the scenarios I gave you have nothing to do with Jerry Jones. I just want to throw this out. But anyway, for the sake of conversation, I do feel like you need to address it, because the more you try to deflect from it, the more it looks like you're continuing that behavior. And I do love the fact that LeBron James brought it up, and he was like, at one of his press conferences, he was like, it's amazing to me that with the Kyrie Irving thing, y'all ask us consistently about Kyrie Irving. And not a single one of y'all reporters have asked me about the Jerry Jones. And so one of the reporters was just like, well, he was like,
not now.
It's not for you to rebut. I just want you to think on the things that you do. That's it.
But also your actions speak so loudly, because if someone had brought this picture up and was like, hey, this was you at a racist ass protest, and Jerry Jones was like, yeah, but like, look at my staff, look at the people around me, look at my organization. It's multicultural and people of different backgrounds. And you'd be like, oh yeah, whatever.
It's not.
Except for it's not. So you're like, oh yeah, like maybe, if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck.
Quack, quack, motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. Yep.
But hey, go Cowboys.
Absolutely. What were you telling me about Jack Sparrow?
Everyone can relax, breathe a fucking sigh of relief because Johnny Depp will be returning as Jack Sparrow, which I don't know how they're going to make another Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I don't know what the fuck they could talk about.
They are probably offering him a crap ton
They
of money.
have to be.
There's no way he would have came
He's
back
on a
without
redemption
money.
tour, and I love it. I want him in everything.
He was in Rihanna's Fenty Beauty
Hell
fashion
yes.
show.
Let him get his money. Y'all fucked him over.
Y'all really did. For no reason.
For no reason.
Without
and
the facts.
if he was a shitty actor, I wouldn't really care. But he made all of those movies. Remember the time that I didn't want to watch Fantastic Beasts because they took him out of it?
Yeah.
It was awful.
I like Jack Sparrow. Well,
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp more so because of the things that he did as Jack Sparrow. Have you ever seen those videos
When
where
he goes to the hospitals?
Yes, with all those sick kids.
God.
Like I love that about him. Like his, humanitarianism. Planetarium. Anyway, that was the thing from Family Guy. What's the thing called?
Don't know.
Cartman and all them.
Oh, South Park?
South Park,
I hate
yes.
South Park.
Anyway, the man couldn't say T, so he had to say planetarium. Anyway, but yes, I know they have probably had to pay him out the ass for him coming back to that role.
Because they need him.
Yeah.
That franchise will die without him.
Nobody else can do
They're
it.
so stupid.
Yeah, nobody else can do Jack Sparrow like
No.
Johnny Depp.
Also, my favorite part about Johnny Depp is that he's from Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah, because what?
I didn't know he was from the South.
Yeah. Because his accent, whatever accent it is that he does.
He always just sounds like Jack Sparrow to me. I mean, I don't know.
That's true. Wait, he's from Kentucky.
Okay, you're wrong. He's
I was
definitely
wrong.
from Kentucky.
But in my defense,
Kentucky is still
everything
South,
that's
right?
not California, Texas, or New York, or Florida is the same to me.
Very true.
So, was I wrong? I don't know.
Kind of. Well, I'll tell you some other co-stars having some drama.
Yeah, tell me.
Your homeboy and your homegirl from Good Morning America.
Yo, that shit just blew the fuck up.
Tell people what was going on with them.
So I don't know if anyone watches Good Morning America. I only get to watch it when I'm off.
I was gonna say I'm at work. I just
know.
see clips on Instagram or whatever.
But our good friends. So Amy Roback and TJ Holmes, who are hosts on Good Morning America, are having an affair.
Allegedly.
Oh,
allegedly.
well, we can all say what we want.
Allegedly.
Both married, quote unquote. But of course,
wait.
Both married.
Wow.
And so of course everything starts coming out, and they're like, "Oh, they've both been separated since da 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 da," and that's when they started their affair.
How convenient.
But there's all these pictures of them, and now it's just like.
Well, I heard that his wife hired a private investigator.
His wife is a freaking lawyer.
Right. Why
would you cheat on a lawyer?
Like, come on. They already know too much. They have too many connects. Why would you do that?
Yeah, but I think it's kind of come out that Good Morning America is just keeping them on to see how the ratings are going to do.
Well, they came back the very next day like nothing had happened. I was like,
and I was waiting. And of course, everyone's kind of trying to look at body language and how they're doing. And they're basically saying, we're not ending our relationship.
Oh. Wow.
But yeah, I guess they found love in a hopeless place.
Just get divorced and be together. Like, why go through all that? Do they have kids? They got kids, right?
I think so. And now everything's coming out about the timeline because the big thing's the timeline. I don't know why people care so much. Like, what the fuck does the timeline matter? It's not your relationship. But everyone's so invested. And Good Morning America is basically like, we'll see how the ratings are, and if they're trash, you're out. So y'all tune in.
I just really want people to understand karma is like the IRS. The karma will allow you to make all these mistakes, do all this stuff, and build up a case against you. And then when you least expect it, they're going to hit you. TJ Holmes made a lot of comments about Will Smith, especially during that whole Chris Rock thing. And he was, as a black man, I'm embarrassed by Will Smith's actions. Are you embarrassed now by your own actions, sir? Cheating on your fucking wife? I don't care if y'all are separated. Like, really? You see how quickly God will humble you? That's all I'm saying. Pride comes before fall. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, neither here nor there. Balenciaga. We got to talk about it.
The Balenciaga of it all. So, oh gosh.
I was going to say, this is your wheelhouse, not mine.
For anyone living under a rock, Balenciaga has completely collapsed because they released a campaign basically for these new bags, like backpacks, like this new line of stuff that
backpack.
Yeah. And the campaign itself is based on this photographer whose name, of course, I don't know, because why would I know that?
It's fine. We don't care about them.
We don't really care. But this photographer takes these photos of children in all countries, right? And he asks the children, show me your favorite toys. So it's kind of a commentary on materialism in America and capitalism, because you see these kids in like all these other third world countries and their favorite toys, like they have maybe 3 things. Yeah. Maybe. You come and he takes these pictures of American children and they have rooms full of toys. Okay, so Balenciaga took this idea and they have these photos of these children with all of this stuff, and it's like these teddy bear backpacks and BDSM outfits, all this weird like leather and straps and handcuffs and shit. And then,
even like on the caution tape, it was supposed to say Balenciaga, but it said Baal, which is basically like a satanic person or something like that, allegedly, and all this stuff. Yeah.
And so when people were because there's papers spread out everywhere in this like office type situation, when they zoom in, the papers are actually court documents from court cases dealing with child pornography and like the legislation being softened on child pornography and things like that. So obviously everyone's like, and there's a child in the campaign, in the shot. So people were like, this is fucked up. Yeah. It blows up, especially just like on the heels of Epstein and Ghislaine and all of that shit. People are not fucking with kiddie porn right now. Pizzagate.
I don't think we ever fuck with
no one ever does, but it's really not the time to be doing that shit. So of course, like everyone's first thought is Kanye West. Kanye West kind of made Balenciaga just in the last like, I don't know, maybe like 5-10 years. It's what Kim is always wearing in those weird outfits with that whole mask that she's covered. It's when he's been wearing the whole time when his mask is covered. He helps them. He's like a creative director or whatever. And that was who was one of the first people that dropped him when he started making all these anti-Semitic comments, right? Kim is like Balenciaga fan of the year. She's always going out there. She's always wearing the clothes. She's walking in the shows, silent when all this shit comes out.
She better be.
And everyone's like, okay, we understand being silent on, kind of like controversial things, but this is like pretty straightforward. It's about child pornography. Yeah. Because even like the teddy bear had panda eyes. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Which it's disgusting. It's like synonymous with like child abuse and sodomy and things like that. Like there were just a lot of weird shit in that campaign.
I guess I'm trying to figure out from a corporate standpoint how this goes out and nobody notices all of this shit, right? And because I look at it like this,
doesn't notice,
right?
Because that's what we're going with right now is, we didn't know, that didn't get checked by us, we're going to sue the company that did it,
right? Versus taking responsibility that you greenlit it. Because here's the thing about us, okay? We're a very small podcast, right? Our graphic designer who designed our logo, when we said, here's what we want, this is the inspiration. What's your motivation? Here's what it is. Here are the colors. Ew, I almost spit. Here are the colors that we want, blah, 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 right? We send it to her. She comes up with whatever idea she wants. She sends it back to us, right? Both of us are looking at it. And we say, change this, change that. Can you edit that? Da, 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 da. Once she sends it back, we both look at it again to say yay or nay. Now, we're on a small scale. It's just 2 employees here. 1, 2. Okay.
You know our annual capital?
$0.
$0 hairs.
Allegedly. Anyway,
Balenciaga, much more than that.
I'm just like, how in the world? You're a Fortune 500 company. A luxury Fortune 500 company. How the hell does that get past your head, your director of marketing?
Why did you
be pushed out as a national ad?
Why did you think that was going to be an acceptable excuse? Why did you think you were going to be like, we didn't know? And everyone was going to be like, oh God, we can't believe that marketing company. No, you guys tried to do something cute and fun. You thought this was a little circle jerk. You all sat around and thought it was so cool. It's whatever. Even if the whole thing now is like, was a commentary on child pornography in our society and how fuck no, that's not appropriate.
No, it's not.
Why? And now you're being called out on it. My favorite thing is like everyone's throwing away their Balenciaga clothes. Everyone's doing. I'm like, what do y'all like?
Let me tell you something. If I pay a bunch of money, first of all, the Balenciaga clothes are really ugly. Even those sock shoes or whatever the fuck those things were.
But yeah, the sock shoes was the big thing.
They're ugly.
Balenci's.
Those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. But I'm not gonna. First of all, if I paid money for it, I'm not burning it and I'm not throwing it away.
Give it 10 years, he'll come back.
I mean, I'll use it as a in the house outfit, especially if I'm a celebrity, right? I would only wear it in the house. I wouldn't wear it outside. But I mean, I just think that's too big of a mistake for a Fortune 500 company to make.
If it was a mistake, which I don't think it was, because Balenciaga has always tried to be, well, no, not always. With the creative director that came in, has tried to be this like cultural brand. And I think this was them trying to do something, and it's
did something, all right.
No, you didn't. I don't know.
I just think that there's no way that this was a mistake. And then now they're trying to sue the marketing agency for $25 million. You said yes. They delivered a product that you agreed to. I'm quite sure they sent back edits. And if you just trusted this artist as the be all end all to say, yes, whatever you say, we're going to go ahead and automatically do it without editing it, that's bad business on you. Y'all been in business for too long to make mistakes like that. That's why I say it's not a mistake.
Now on to the fun part. Your girl Kim Kardashian.
Can't never get through episodes without talking to this shit.
Can't. So relevant. Who is like Miss Balenciaga this year, right? Mm-hmm. Like it was her and Kanye. Kanye's gone now. It's just her. She's been rocking the outfits. She's been in Paris with them doing all these things. Was silent for the first couple of days. And everyone was like, where are you at, Kimberly? What's going on? What are you going to say? Mm-hmm. So she decides to come out, with this iOS press release saying like, I absolutely don't stand for these types of things. I can't believe this is happening, and I'm going to take a minute and let Balenciaga respond so that I can reflect on our relationship and see how we're moving forward. Mm-hmm. Which is wild to me, because I feel like even in 2022, the year of our Lord, although we all have differing opinions, politically, religious, whatever, we can all agree that child pornography and exploitation of children, pretty fucking awful.
Hard stop.
Right? I feel like you could just come out and be like, absolutely. Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit. That wasn't cool.
She was so quick to come out against, Kanye's anti-Semitic comments, but you're slow about child pornography because it affects your money. Interesting.
Which is also crazy, because do you remember when Kanye was pissed off because North was on TikTok? Mm-hmm. Do you remember all that shit? And he was like, they are trying to take over my children. Y'all don't know what they're doing to children in this industry. Everything's fucked up, which makes me think about this Balenciaga shit, because what the fuck is going on? But then you have North walking in fashion show, like in Balenciaga fashion shows and wearing Balenciaga. And then Kim's out in Balenciaga while this is happening.
Yeah, because she don't care about it. She care about the money.
Exactly. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
We hate it. But on the backs of that, so as soon as all this happens, Kim's getting all this flack for not saying anything about the situation. Then all these reports are coming out like Kanye West shares videos of him and Kim Kardashian basically having sex, shows nudes to his staff of him and Kim Kardashian.
What's the purpose of that?
So convenient.
That's the mother of your children.
I just don't know that it's true. That is so specific. That's right crazy. At the time when Kim is getting all this flack for the Balenciaga shit. I just don't know if that's true.
It's insane. And it's disgusting.
All crazy. That's what's going on. I know you were really interested.
I couldn't wait till we talk about it.
Well, I'm glad I didn't buy any Balenciaga anything. God forbid.
Listen, if it ain't on clearance, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
I don't pay full price for anything.
I just, with all the especially in the last couple of years, with all the Pizzagate and the Epstein and the Max of all of it, and just the fucked up things they do to children in Hollywood. I will believe anything anyone tells me.
Yeah, just in life in general, they're the most vulnerable population of people, and it's so sad and sickening that grown adults take advantage of children when you have other grown adults that are willing and able to participate in whatever your sexual fantasies or sexual exploitations are, and you don't have to ruin the innocence of a child to get that across.
But everything else is, when you're rich like that, everything is attainable. All the women you've ever wanted are attainable. You can you can sleep with men if you want to. That gets boring. You go to children.
Well, it's the sad, the even more sad part about it is that we talk about all the time how celebrity does nothing but amplify who you really are.
That's true.
So you were these disgusting people when you were broke, and you waited until you got an opportunity to get rich, that now no one questions what you do because everybody else is doing it. I was talking to this man in Costco today.
Okay.
And we were talking about...
We'll come back to that one.
I had on my Support Black Colleges sweatshirt. And so he was he asked me, what, university did you go to? And I was like, I went to FAMU. And so we were just talking about religion and politics and just a whole bunch of different things. And he was telling me that he had a PhD in theology. And he was saying that we were talking about the lost parts of the Bible and how the original Bible never talked about homosexuality. It talked about pedophilia. And he was saying that in his studies that the books of the Bible that have been taken out, basically what ended up happening was men in Bible times, they were having sex with women, right? Mm-hmm. The women weren't pleasing them enough, right? So they weren't pleased with women. They wanted something more. So then they started sleeping with men. Well, then the men started getting boring, and then they started going to children. And then the children started getting boring, and they started having sex with animals to feed that need, to feed that sexual desire. And it's like, when does it stop? Like, you want to blow your whole asshole out? Like, what the fuck?
Open to it.
Like, I hate you so much. I just don't ruin children.
I know.
In the attempt for your sexual exploits. Whatever you want.
I'm just so predatory.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
You got people who love S&M. You don't have to be, you know.
We're not here to yucky yum, but
no,
we will.
We will when it comes to children.
That's
not disgusting.
Icky.
It's fucking disgusting. Also, too, we also got to talk about what happened. I know this happened a couple weeks ago, but we took a hiatus.
We took a little break
for Thanksgiving. The Walmart shooting. There was a manager that was there, unfortunately, that claimed to have had a staff meeting or something like that, where he waited until a lot of the staff were actually in the break room, shot and killed 5 of the coworkers there at Walmart. And I think during this season right now, people are going through a lot. Like, we talk about seasonal depression, but I think it's at an all-time high at this point in life, especially post-COVID, where apparently complaints were already made about his behavior to the higher uppers.
Who's gonna listen?
And they never did anything about it. Sounds oddly familiar.
Wednesday.
Right? Anyway.
Oh, you mean real life?
Real life. Sounds very familiar. How you take all these avenues to tell people, hey, this person is causing some issue and you're not doing anything about it. And some people who feel like they don't have anything to lose will eventually say, I have nothing to lose. Fuck it. So I'm going to come in here and everybody that complained about me, I'm going to just blow your brains out. And it's like, I think people in this season have to be very careful in the way that they do things. Managers, just approve the PTO. Just do it. Just do it.
It's going to hurt.
Because it's going to cost your life if you don't. Like,
truly.
You never know. You don't know
you want to lose your life over a couple hours PTO?
Seriously.
I wouldn't.
You don't know what's going on in people's minds, people's motives, the whole nine. It's so dangerous right now to be a human on this planet. In the United States of America. It's much safer in other countries, but I'm just saying, in these United States of America, very different. So, I mean, why are so many men shooting up people? There hasn't been a single female mass shooter this year.
They've got big feelings and they don't know how to get them out.
Jesus Lord. I'm so sick of hearing our thoughts and our prayers. Prayers up for so-and-so. Prayers up for so-and-so. Can we just stop?
I say we hire more mental health counselors in elementary and middle schools and you force everyone to go talk to you.
Where's Dr. Dandridge when you need her? Like,
amen.
If we need to multiply Dr. Dandridge, Dr. Malika Dandridge, and just put one of her everywhere.
Would love that.
Yeah. We just do. Because it's and I think some people don't even have mental health issues. Some people are just downright demons from hell.
Downright demons from hell.
From hell. That's just what they are.
I wish someone would call me a downright demon from hell.
I just did. You bald-headed demon. Remember that from, what you call it? Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
And M'Baku. Call her bald-headed demon. He is a sexy-ass man.
Winston. Okay,
Ooh,
Megan sent me something on.
Anyway.
God, Megan sent me something on Twitter, and they called him. Oh my God, no! I have to tell you, it's so funny because I always forget what his name is for some reason.
M'Baku.
I always call him M'Baku. I forget his name is Winston because he doesn't look like a fucking Winston.
No, he's M'Baku.
He looks like a.
They call him
Mr. Pig. Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Black Panther.
It said there's a picture of him and it says Girth God.
He's girthy.
He looks it.
He's a sexy girthy man.
Hashtag Girth God.
That's all I'm saying.
And I died when I heard it.
Listen, I love big men. Absolutely.
He's thick, 2 C's. I'll tell you that right now.
Very thick. Okay, them thighs. We be having them thighs.
God, he just looks like a fucking tree trunk.
I love it.
Thick.
Absolutely love it. Anything else we can talk about before we go into what we're watching?
I'm trying to think.
Do you want to talk about this?
Let's talk about. We can. I'll have to.
Okay.
I don't know enough about it to talk about it.
Yeah. We can always leave.
The only Dion I recognize is Warwick.
What about Dion from what's the movie from Netflix? The little super kid. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Raising Dion.
Raising Dion. Mm-hmm. I do love that one.
He's cute.
I love Hey, where's Michael B. Jordan been?
Who cares? Somewhere sobbing over Lori.
I mean, Lori stopped bearding for him, and then he just like dipped off.
I think she's gay.
Is she? 100%. I think she's a lesbian.
I think
she beards for all of these men, which is nothing's wrong with it.
She seems very like a dominant lesbian.
I 100% would believe that if someone told me.
Yeah.
I just think she is like tossed around to these high profile men because it makes her look straight and it makes them look straight because she's beautiful.
It's amazing my gaydar comes on for her, but not for Todd Chrisley.
Yeah, it's almost too easy with Todd Chrisley. You're like, no, it can't be.
See, that's what he wants you
That's
to
what he wants you to think.
He's probably the biggest freak. Big old freak.
Right. Big booty, big old freak.
Telling you, Todd Chrisley ain't gay. He be knocking Julie back.
That's the clip. That's the name of the episode.
Todd Chrisley isn't great. Listen, he be knocking Julie down. Tell you, they ain't got
body rocking, knocking them boots. Okay. Anyway, what are you talking about? What are you watching?
I saw the most wonderful documentary of one of our favorite artists here on this podcast because we are Lizzo stans. And the documentary is called Love Lizzo, and it was following her journey to like stardom, like when she started when she was a little kid.
Where is she from?
She is from
Missouri, Wisconsin,
no,
Michigan.
No, look it up. I know she moved to Houston at one point.
I know she moved to Houston. I want to say everyone's from Houston.
She's not from Chicago. I can't remember.
Okay, anyway.
And she talks about it all the time. Anyway, but it was a really good documentary, and it was basically following her through the course of like
Detroit. I said Michigan.
That's true. So she was going through, I think it was like 2018, 2019. No, I'm sorry, 2019, and then leading up into the pandemic. How she was having this, star-studded year, doing amazing. How she sold out the Houston rodeo in like 17 minutes or some shit like that. I think it was 7 minutes she sold out the show, and so they had to cancel it because of COVID. But it was really just talking about like her family, how she grew up, how she got into music.
Interesting.
All the different groups that she's been in, how she writes, when she was homeless, her dad passing.
She was homeless.
But her parents, I don't think her parents knew because she was just really a starving artist, just, trying to make it and stuff. And how she ended up getting her big break. And then, she goes through a relationship, a breakup on there as well, too, that shows that with her current boyfriend now. Just her recording process, and like you just get to see a different side of her. I mean, I feel like she really puts herself authentically on social media anyway of what she is, but this was just an extension, and you got to see her team and just kind of how she develops and creates, and it was a really good documentary.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Amazon. Yes, on Amazon Prime. Yes, it was really good.
I saw it. I just haven't watched it. I want to watch it, but I need to like sit down and have time.
Yeah, and she also talked about the fact that people, are always talking about her body and how she really hated her body at one point because she used to dress really. Is emo the right word?
What does it look like?
Very like Spencer's. And
yeah,
Hot
sure.
Topic.
I'll take that. I'll take an emo.
So she dressed very much so like that, and a lot of the alternative music that she listened to, the fact that she plays the flute and everything, and how just all the controversy that ensues around her that really is pointless because it's like she's not doing anything but just being herself and loving herself.
And if she was 100 pounds lighter, no one would say anything about it.
Exactly. So, and she was also talking about, she also brought up a very good point how she is very pro-Black, but her audience just happens to be very white and Asian, and how Black people there was this whole thing online where people were talking about, oh, Lizzo doesn't make music for Black women. And I'm like,
she just makes music.
She does. She makes music. It's very, very similar to like Doja Cat. She just, to me, I know Doja Cat is a rapper,
controversial,
but she's a pop, like a pop icon or whatever we want to call it, like a pop artist. I just think that she is. It's the same way, like if Nicki Minaj wouldn't rap as much as she did, or didn't come out with Lil Wayne or Drake, she would definitely be in the same category as Lizzo and as Doja Cat. Like, I just personally believe that. But she was just saying that how she was really hurt by those comments of black women saying that, oh, Lizzo doesn't make, you know, music for black women. She was like, I absolutely make it for y'all. Like, I'm a black woman. How could I not make music
just
for black women? Just because
I don't sound like Meg or Cardi.
Exactly. And just because I don't, you know, I'm not as soulful as like Jasmine Sullivan or Brandy or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still making music for y'all. Like, this is music for everybody. I can't help who my audience is. And that gravitates toward me. I still
have to sell the albums.
Exactly. It's just like even like the comedian Miss Pat. She talked about how now her comedy shows are more black with more black audiences now that she is on BT Plus and has a TV show and everything. But that her audience was mostly white, but it was because of where she was at the time. She was, you know, was living in Indiana. And I mean, even though she started off in Atlanta, but still, you can't help who gravitates towards you as far as your audience is concerned.
What are you supposed to not do? Like, not make money?
Exactly. I mean, you know, there's a lot of black people who love Joe Coy. Like, we can't identify with some of the jokes.
Joe Coy.
He's hilarious, but I mean, I think his comedy crosses all these different barriers. I mean, even Brandy, even Jasmine Sullivan, even a person like Yeba, like they cross all racial. But I mean, this white girl, if you close your eyes, you would think she was a black woman. You know what I'm saying?
My brother said about Adele the first time he saw her.
That what?
He said, "That's Adele," and I said, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "I thought she was brown skinned."
Oh, please, she does not sound black at all or brown.
He was 5.
Oh, I was gonna. She sounds just as white as she is. She absolutely does. Great music. I don't like her voice. That's it. Great music, though.
You don't like her voice?
I don't like her singing voice.
What is it about her voice?
She can't sing to me. I don't like her singing voice. I don't think that she can actually sing. I love her music, and I love the fact that she's a great writer. If we could take her, if Yeba could sing all her songs.
I do love Yeba.
Tori Kelly. JoJo.
Hey. JoJo?
Close your eyes. She's a black woman.
I don't know what JoJo did in the industry that pissed y'all all off and fucking killed her career.
What you mean? Her career is killed off?
Not killed, but just like, don't you think JoJo should be bigger than she is?
Absolutely. I think it's because she sounds like a black woman.
I think JoJo should be so much bigger than she is. And I don't understand why she's not. So I'm like, who did you piss off? It's like the Rita Ora. Rita Ora has everything you would need to be a bigger superstar, and she hasn't. But I think it's because of all the shit with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I don't think I know any Rita Ora songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you haven't been given the chance. Because of Jay-Z and Beyonce. I think she was their third for a while. I think she was hooking up with Jay-Z, maybe Beyonce.
Allegedly.
Anyway,
I was also watched the Quinta Brunson and Oprah interview. It was really good to hear.
Was it just like a Soul Sunday situation?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
It was a really good conversation.
I saw their TikToks, but I haven't watched the interview.
No, it was really good. She was just talking about, you know, just how she created the show and, you know, her intention behind what she does and her journey to stardom at this point, what her goal was, what her mission was. And then Oprah brought up the fact that, you know, she didn't know that she was married until she accepted her Emmy and said her Emmy speech, which I love that for Quinta. It's like,
because why does anyone need to know?
You don't need to know it. You don't need to know it. Like, and her husband, like, looks like a straight up, like,
he looks
nerd.
like Jonah Hill.
No.
You don't think that looks like Jonah Hill?
Definitely not. I like his beard, though.
Like skinny Jonah Hill, and he looks like a nerd, and he looks like he loves her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's all I need to know.
Even though I still want her to be with Tyreek. Anyway, keep it right there.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah.
She looks... Okay, listen. And anyone can have their opinions on whatever. Because, like, there's nothing about seeing, like, two beautiful black people together. But there's something about her next to this white man. I'm like, she just pops. She just pops.
I think she pops out by herself, honestly.
She does. But, like, when you're next to a white background, you just pop.
No. That's colorist and racist.
She pops. He's not popping, but she's popping. You know what I mean?
What have you been watching?
I watched a lot of Wednesday on Netflix. I'm loving it. I can't stop watching it. I think it's so cute and fun. I think it should have come out in October. I would have really dove into it, but I'm here now.
Can we let go of the concept of remaking what's already done?
Absolutely not.
Like, okay.
But this hasn't been done. Adam's Family was kind of done, but this is like redone to the max.
But see, here's the problem.
Like,
though.
it's giving story, plot, character growth.
But as a millennial, Christina Ricci, shut your mouth. Christina Ricci was my Wednesday, and she did an amazing, phenomenal job. She will forever be Wednesday.
But that was a movie. This is a show.
No, I get it, but it was a whole era when that movie came out. Like, it was like the movie lasted for 5 years.
Really?
To me, it did. Because I love her in that. Christina Ricci is one of my favorite actresses. I love her. And in
Did you watch Yellow Jackets?
No.
She's in that.
I know.
You'll probably like it.
But I saw the movie Now and Then when they
Oh my God.
One of my
Let's talk about a coming of age film.
Yo.
Now and Then. God, Demi Moore.
She went
Christina
from
Ricci.
Wednesday to freaking, I can't remember her character's name, but because I haven't seen the movie in such a long time. But Now and Then.
I used to watch that all the time. With
It was like, that was the original, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Yeah. It just was. Y'all freaking Sisterhood. I mean, come on. But anyway, I digress. All I'm saying is, I just want us to keep, there's so many people with original storylines. Tim Burton partnered with somebody. Come on. Like, stop telling the same stories different ways and just saying, oh, we're going to put a Gen Z spin on it. Like, stop.
Well, for anyone 30 and under, you may like it if you don't have a fucking...
I'm quite sure it's good. It looks
if you don't
like
have a
good.
crazy attachment to the other Addams family.
Christina Ricci. Mm-hmm.
It is very... It's just like... It doesn't go where you think it's going to go. It's a really cool concept. It's
How many episodes is it?
I have no idea. Probably like 10.
Oh, okay.
Nothing crazy.
Is it like a season 1 or just a limited series?
You're asking great questions.
Oh.
I just turned it on. I don't know. The people were talking about it. Okay. I've been watching Wednesday, which I do recommend. If you're just into like cute, good, it's just got a better storyline than I thought it was going to have. The acting's very good. Frickin' Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I love her.
Does the woman age?
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful, and she does such a good job in that role. She plays Morticia. God, so good. And who's the lady who plays the tall ass bitch from Game of Thrones? Lady Leanne. Is that her name?
I've only watched up to the 3rd season.
Okay,
of Game
hold
of
on.
Thrones.
Give me a second. Oh yeah, whatever happened to that?
I'm gonna binge it during Christmas break.
Gwendolyn Christie. Oh, Larissa Weems. No, Gwendolyn Christie. That's her name. And then
Let me see.
this lady, she's really tall.
Oh yeah.
And in Game of Thrones, as we all know, she
plays
play
the mother of one of them people. And got
she
killed?
plays the one who protects Sansa when they go. Brienne of Tarth. God. Brienne of Tarth. Anyway, she's in that too. It's very good. I would highly recommend. It's like the most streamed show on Netflix right now.
Really?
Yeah. I think it beats Stranger Things.
Really?
Yeah, I swear. Promise.
Interesting. But I love that Gen Z has an appreciation for a millennial movie. Like,
There's
love
also
that.
a lot of callbacks to the Christina Ricci one. That
gotcha.
I think if you watch it, you'd be like, that's from that.
Yeah.
And then I've been watching White Lotus, which you don't watch because it's on HBO. But
I have HBO, ma'am.
well, watch White Lotus, girl.
I just haven't been watching TV.
I know, me too. It's been hard for me to catch up. I need to catch up on Yellowstone.
I haven't even been able to catch
White
up on Grey's
Lotus
Anatomy.
is so great.
You got my cousin hooked on that.
On what?
White Lotus.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She's watching it now.
The second season is so fun because it's just like right now because the whole thing is like different groups of people and how they come together. It's like one of those Valentine's Day movies.
Yeah.
But there's this one group of people and it's a grandfather, a father, and a son. And it does a really good job of depicting like how men of specific generations view women, talk about women, view their relationship with women. So you have like the grandfather who just like says whatever and says these comments and sweetheart baby and like, oh, you're so pretty, all of these things, right? That he thinks are just very complimentary. You have the dad who's probably like 50, 60 years old who has all these weird relationships with women and just cheated on his wife and finds these prostitutes at the hotel that they're staying at, but to him, he's just like I'm paying these women for their time and I'm appreciating these women and like that's a powerful thing for them and like yeah they're young but they don't care kind of thing. And then you have the younger guy who's like in his 20s who's very much like, no, I'm young and I'm understanding and I'm going to tell you all of these things that I know about feminism and I'm on your team, but why won't you fuck me after I told you all these things?
That's a good turn. Oh wow. Okay.
Wild. If you're interested, go watch. I love White Lotus. The first season's great too.
Cool bean.
Yeah. I think that's all I've been watching.
Okay. Cool bean.
And The Grinch. I'm The Grinch on fucking repeat right now. It's the time.
Yeah, no, I haven't really been watching any TV at all. Like, I've been just working on projects and trying to get my house ready for the new year. Cleaning out, purging, and all that.
Are you going to put up a tree?
No, not this year. I don't want to do because I cleaned my garage out and I've already stored it. I don't want to pull any of that stuff out, like all the decorations that I have for the lawn and lights and. I mean, it's already December the 5th. We're already halfway through.
It's it's 20 days. It's too much.
It's too late. No. So I'm not gonna put up any decorations this year. So we'll try again next year.
Okay, there's always next year.
Yeah, because I have a lot of crap. You ready to head on into the rehab corner?
Let's head into the rehab corner.
All right, y'all. So in the rehab corner today, we're talking about a very funny subject, but funny in a way, whatever.
Not funny, haha.
Funny, weird. Literally, if there was ever a better sound. So in the rehab corner today, we saw online. First of all, we want to our thoughts and prayers are with Nick Cannon. He's currently in the hospital.
First of all,
for whatever he's in the hospital for.
Hashtag lupus warrior.
Lupus, yes, and also Ty Dolla $ign. Okay. Here's my issue with people in the hospital, and Alyssa and I both have this issue. Stop posting your pictures of you being in the hospital because we genuinely don't care.
God, there is something. It's the same way that it's weird when you take pictures at a funeral.
Yeah.
The same way that you're like, it's not technically a weird thing to do, but it's kind of strange.
It's weird.
Is the same way when y'all post pictures in your freaking hospital gown. It's weird.
I hate it.
It's.
And then you post it with like the gown down.
Y'all have to show the telemetry.
And it's like, y'all, they put that on everybody. Those little 6 telemetry leads don't mean that automatically you having a heart attack. That's it's an easy way to get your vitals.
Is this a cry for attention? Did you really think this was a good idea? And everyone's angle is like down at the hip, camera up, laying like they're a corpse. I'm like, you're taking a picture of yourself. You're not dying.
And then they post a picture of the IV and like, prayers up for your boy. Here's the thing. Here's what I want y'all to do. Tell us what your diagnosis is, okay? Because you be like, oh my God, what happened to you? Please don't ask no questions. Just pray.
That's what gets
I'm not praying for you.
Do not post this shit and then not tell me what happened to you.
Tell me your diagnosis.
I shouldn't even have to ask because if you're going to post a pic of you at the hospital, you are obligated to tell me what's going on with you because that's rude. Now I'm wondering, and then I have to text you and ask you, I have to DM you.
Yep.
I have to look like that crazy person who's wondering. No.
You put your whole medical record number out there, which is like a social security number in the medical field.
You took a picture of the bracelet. No, it is your job to tell me.
Then you've been home for 2 weeks and you still got that goddamn medical bracelet on. Take that shit off. It's all dirty and dingy. You have to tell us what the diagnosis is. It's just, don't ask no questions. Just pray. Well, then don't post it because we don't want to see it. Okay?
I will say, if you do I do have a little bit of grace if you just post the bracelet or the gown or the bed or something. But when you do a full body shot,
photo shoot, yeah,
from the waist down, and with your eyes closed, head leaned back, like you were just like on death's doorstep.
It's annoying.
What is going on?
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Like, let us know the testimony.
At least take a picture of your vitals. Let me see what's up.
Exactly. Vitals, I mean, your blood pressure 202 over 159. And you're having a stroke.
Blood pressure's like 127 over 84.
You're like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're like,
heart rate 70. You're perfect.
Well, you did send me that picture of that young lady or the video on TikTok. This young lady who was on ECMO.
Yo, this girl did a whole photo shoot
while literally changed her clothes and everything. And I was like, ma'am, who did this for you?
I think she's waiting for a lung transplant. I think she has something.
I think she's ready for that transplant because, baby, the fact that you can do a whole photo shoot with makeup and clothes and everything, I think I have it on
She was wearing stiletto pumps in the club.
She was on
ECMO. Fucking, what is she, subclavian?
Yeah, she was subclavian. Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, this is crazy because first
of all... Which is more convenient because if she was IJ or the internal
Can you imagine the fucking photo shoot if she's IJ?
And then she had to put a headband on. So the fact that she was subclavian, which is basically just right here at your... right below your collarbone.
I was like, I wish our patients were that.
It's just called subclavian. But anyway.
Anyway, neither here nor there.
Under the clavicle.
People be doing... And I guess you're bored. I would probably be bored at the hospital.
Oh, yeah. But she has great nursing staff at the fact that they... coordinated that whole thing for her. I'll try to insert a video here.
Yeah, she is at 47 days on ECMO warrior. She's got cystic fibrosis. Yeah, her lungs are fibrotic. Okay, I do remember that. I don't remember where she's at.
We've had a couple patients that actually I've worked with a couple patients that had CF and they were able to get brand new lungs.
Double lung transplant at 23.
Oh, you have to.
I know, but damn.
Yeah, you gotta. Cystic fibrosis is such a horrible disease, man. I hate working with patients with CF because Just the littlest movements. Oh my God. The stuff they cough up. Oh, that barrel chest. I know they're in pain. Like, to me, it pains me to work with them.
Anything breathing, I'm just like, I just know what it feels like to not be able to breathe. And yours is so much worse because you literally can't.
And you can't push them. You can't push cystic fibrosis patients and tell them, suck it up. They literally cannot breathe. Speaking
of pushing your patients.
Oh, Lord
I'm
Jesus.
so glad you brought that up.
I'm glad I did too.
I got a quick story. Okay. This is so niche for all my therapists out there. I'm right now mostly working inpatient rehab, right? Okay. There is nothing that like lights a fire under my ass than when PT can get their full time with the patient and I can't.
Let's talk about it.
Because to me, I'm like, no. Like, if you can get an hour and a half with them, you're going to make me look an idiot if I can't get that time with you. So, like, you're going to work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Flash forward. There's this patient I have, and for some reason, well, mind you, she's refusing her dialysis, and she's in kidney failure. So, not great. But every time I go in there, asleep, refusing, can't get up, out of her mind, crazy. And I'm like, how the hell is PT getting their units? So, finally, I go in there one day, and I'm like...
We have ways.
Yeah, so mind you, she's like a total ×2 assist, dependent, can't move anything, sack of meat with me. Then later that day, I see her almost like walking in the gym. Does that make sense to you?
You're like, you fucking bitch.
Exactly. And you can't say that, but I'm just thinking like, okay, so you were a literally bag of bones with me, but you can walk with physical therapy. So the next day I go in there and she's like, oh, I can't do it. I'm like, I bet you fucking can. I saw you walking yesterday, so we're going to do it, you and me. Sit her up on my own, starts actively retropulsing, throwing herself back in the bed. I said, bitch, pull her forward. It's you and me. We're gonna
She didn't call her bitch.
I didn't call her bitch. I thought in my head. I said, we're taking a shower today. You have to. You haven't done it. She's like, I want to take a bath in the bed. Hell no. You got a perfectly good shower here.
Not when you're walking in the hallway.
Nope. Not when I saw you physically walking. I
saw you.
I know you can do it.
Absolutely.
Transfer, of course, a dependent transfer to the wheelchair. Get in the chair. Actively starts sliding, hot dogging out of the chair.
You're going to fall on this floor and I'm going to let you.
Yep. Well, no, I wasn't going to because that's too much paperwork.
Well, that's true.
And I don't know how to pilot at this facility.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, so mind you, I had already turned the shower on because it's an old hospital. The shower takes forever to get hot.
Yeah.
I'd already turned the shower on. I'm trying to she starts slipping out of the chair. I'm trying to deal with her. She has a freaking, like she has this abscess wound situation all in her cooter.
Yeah.
Not a place you want to wound. So like, I get it, but I don't. So I'm trying to deal with her and I'm like, you know what? Let me turn off the shower. Okay. I go in. You would have thought that we were in a freaking sauna at Bally's Total Fitness. I open the door.
That's
this
an old
cloud. That's the only gym I know. This cloud of steam leaves the bathroom. Like my fucking face. This lady's glasses are all fogged up. And I'm like, oh my God, can't breathe. I'm go back to her. I hear these alarms start going off. And I was like, oh my God. Perfect time for a fire drill. Perfect time. Like I'm trying to get her whatever. I'm still trying to transfer her. She's still sliding out. One person runs in the room. 2 people run in the room. 3 people run in the room.
You set off an alarm.
I set off the frickin' smoke detectors.
Oh my God.
They're like, is there a fire? What's going on? As this lady's actively flailing herself
You're
out
like,
of the
great,
wheelchair.
help us come. Help us.
Except no, I'm so embarrassed because I'm like, God damn it. So now everyone's coming. I'm like, no. It's just the steam. I don't know what's going on. They're like, there's water in the hallway because the showers are so old. Water has now flown out to the hallway.
You've ruined this hospital.
Exactly. I'm single-handedly sinking it. And they're like, do you need help? And I was like, oh yeah, if someone can help me transfer to the shower. She's screaming, I don't want to take a shower. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You haven't had dialysis in 3 days. You're hallucinating. Transfer into the shower. She's like, I'm gonna fall. I'm in so much pain. I want you to know that she's holding on to the grab bar in front of her, throwing herself forward. You would have thought that she was one of those people in like a film where they get like chemical poison on them.
Chemical burns.
I'm like spraying her down. I'm like, wash yourself.
Like she's a burn patient.
Trying to get her to clean herself off because I'm like, we're fucking doing it. We're already here.
Yeah.
Get her back, all of this shit. Finally get her transferred back to the bed.
She's never going to work with you again.
Never. She hates me now.
Yeah.
But I was like, you smell great.
Smell great.
No, but mind you this. So she's already mad about that. I go in the next day and the social worker comes to find me. Do you have bed, whatever? I'm like, yeah, why? All she wants to do is comb out her hair.
No.
I know. Not only do I know that her hair is a matted mess because I just had to wash it, I know it's even more matted because I just had to bullshit wash it.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to do anything in the shower, so what do you think I did? I like squirted some shampoo in her head and scrubbed her real quick and rinsed it out. And I was like, that shit's matted. So after I gave her a shower, she hadn't had one in days. I spent an hour and a half combing out her matted mess of hair where she bitched and complained at me the whole time. And I was like, this is my job. And then the next day I go to get her up. She's like incoherent. Get her into the chair. She's just like, I don't like this. I don't want to do this with you. I was like, I don't want to do this with you.
She hates your guts.
She hates me.
Yeah. It's nothing worse than when you get a patient that you know that what you're doing is beneficial and they're fighting you every step of the way. And it's like, listen, I don't want to do this any more than you want to participate in this. Let's just work together. The quicker you do it, the quicker I can get the fuck out of your room.
I literally told her, I was like, listen, all we're doing today is taking a shower. Once you do this with me, I will get you back in bed and you can relax. We're done. No. And I was like, what is my life? What is this world? I want y'all to know that the only thing she had to do on this third day was put 10 coins into a jar.
And didn't want to do that.
You would have thought I had asked her to walk on fiery coals.
In the name of OT.
She was, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm like, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Right. I don't miss the bedside. So when you ask questions like this, do you miss the bedside?
I was just, this whole time,
Sometimes.
I just cannot believe it. This is my job. This is what I do.
It's great content for the podcast.
It is. Y'all, I cannot, this was there comes a time in your life as a therapist where you're actively doing therapy and the patient is either so out of it or so like sick, so tired, so old. And in your back of your head, you're thinking, this is this therapeutic?
Yeah.
This is borderline questionable. Are they technically moving? Yes. Is this helping them? A little bit. Should I be doing this? That was me with her.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not even putting any effort in.
Is it even
you're
worth
passed out. Your kidneys are and they gave her Xanax in the morning.
Great.
I don't know if y'all know this, but when your kidneys can't filter anything,
it takes longer for the medicine to get out of your body.
Takes a fucking long time for that medicine to get out. So she's zooted.
Zooted and booted.
It was like a puppet. It was like puppeteering.
Yeah.
But I was like, I gotta get these minutes, girl.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're responding, so guess what?
You walk with PT, you're gonna walk with
And
us.
you walked with PT. And that's what it is for me. Now I have to prove that you can do something.
Because you know why? Patients always want to walk with
That's
PT.
true.
Patients are bored in the room, and if you give them the opportunity to get out and walk, they will walk. This is why sometimes PT is more successful than OT.
Always.
Because they want to walk.
Yo, I walked into this room. I gave this patient a whole shower. I gave them the whole spiel. What I do. They were there for a stroke, right? Half of their body doesn't work. And their arm. So you were thinking like, oh, they understand. I'm like, I'm here to give you the shower. We're going to relearn how to bathe yourself, dress yourself, feed yourself, work on your fine motor strength, do all these things, get yourself dressed so you can do all da 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 da. What is your big goal? What would you like to accomplish? What can I help you with? And they're like, yeah, I just want to walk.
Just walk. Make your OT activities walkable.
You just want to walk. I just told you I can help you feed yourself again. Aren't you hungry? All anyone cares about in the hospital is getting up and walking.
Bring the snacks while you're walking. And make them reach forward and do all that kind of stuff.
I get so annoyed.
That's why that's why we're so successful.
I was
as
like,
PTs.
all everyone wants to do is fucking walk.
That's it. Because they're bored. They can't do anything else. Every time they get up, somebody, no, sit down. And PT were just like, let's go and get up. And they're like, I want to go with that person.
It's so annoying.
Yeah. So in life, choose to be a PT. Don't do it actually at all. Don't be a PT. It's not worth it.
But definitely don't be an OT.
Don't go into rehab at all. Maybe SLP.
Tech. I would tech.
No.
Not be a tech. Go into tech.
Oh, yes. Go into tech. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Well, anything else you need to talk about before we get out of here?
No, I just got really frustrated with that story.
Yeah.
I also had a patient who told the social worker after I had worked with him for a week, mind you, he just had his leg chopped off and he's now like up and showering and shit and dressing himself. Not always, but whatever. She was like, yeah, we're going to get you home. He goes, well, who's supposed to teach me how to bathe myself and dress myself? I can't do that on my own. Where am I supposed to learn that?
Have you not been seeing OT?
Me, motherfucker. The person who comes in every day and helps you bathe yourself and dress yourself. You don't remember that? You don't remember those times we had together where this young, cute girl comes in and watches your old ass get naked and bathe yourself? You don't think that's fucking weird for me? You don't even remember it?
I think you're still going through it.
Like, Come on.
What have we been doing for the past
I'm not
few weeks?
doing this for fun. I'm doing it to make you independent so you can go home. And you don't remember all the good times we have. I play music in the shower for you. We're laughing together. You're having a bad time because you're down a leg and I'm trying to make it a little fun and upbeat and you remember me.
He probably thinks you're a nurse.
Probably.
He probably thinks you're the nurse or the tech.
I know.
I don't think he knows you're OT.
Anyway, I just don't know if occupational therapy is it. I'm going to stick with it. I'm in it. But I'm just saying.
That's your man. You're going to stick beside him.
That's my man. I'm going to stick beside him. But
gotta do what you gotta do, girl.
I would double think.
Yeah, definitely. Well, rehab ain't worth it. Anyway, anything else you need to talk about before we get out of here?
No.
Well, y'all have a great week.
On purpose.
On purpose. I have a short working week this week, and I'm happy.
Me too. High five. I'm going to happiest place on earth.
How many days a week do you work this week?
Well, I'm on 7, 8, 9. I'll be doing 10 in a row.
But I'm saying how many days? So you only be working 3 days.
3 days this week.
Me too.
Nice. Love that for us.
Absolutely. We need this break. That's why I love the Christmas time and like the holiday time.
It's like you're never really at work.
Exactly.
Love it.
Exactly. I love it too. All right, y'all. Y'all have an amazing week on purpose. Remember to spread love.
Spread light.
And don't forget to laugh your face off. Why do you always press both those keys?
I don't know. Who knows?
Time?
It's okay. What time is it? 9:45. 9.
Hey, did you guys enjoy this episode? If so, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, including
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at the Face Off Pod. New episodes are released every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.